Well, this is the Fried Man, Mark Carter himself, coming at you with the Mac Attack SummerSlam 2015. And I gotta say, I enjoyed pretty much this entire pay-per-view. At times, it felt like I was just watching an episode of Monday Night Raw. But there were some really good matches, and it started off with Sheamus defeating Randy Orton, which kind of surprised me. Not sure how many billion times we've seen this match, but Sheamus got the victory, and Randy Orton got cut open. So, just really could care less about this match, though, to tell you the truth. Then the second match of the night had the New Day, new champs. That was a great tag team match. It really, really was. And gotta say that the New Day is one of the brightest spots on the WWE roster right now. Then the third match, we had a double count out. And it just made me groan. If there was a shit card or a shit match on this card, it was Rusev and Dolph Ziggler. I just don't care about this match at all. And to be honest, I could care less about either of these two wrestlers anymore. Other than the eye candy that they're sporting on their arms. Lana is sexy as hell, but Summer Rae, I mean, she's alright, but I don't know, I just wasn't too terribly impressed with the double count out. I thought that was the second groan match of the night. And let's see, the fourth match of the night we had Stephen Amell of the Green Arrow show and Neville, the Red Arrow, go over as predictable as could possibly be over Stardust and King Barrett. It was a very entertaining match. You knew what was going to happen. You knew that the Green Arrow and the Red Arrow were going to win because Stephen Amell is the celebrity. So you couldn't get more predictable than that, but it was still a very entertaining match. And I got to say, as far as the celebrities they've had in ring performing before, Stephen Amell, I believe he could compete in the WWE if his show ever gets canceled. He's clearly a wrestling fan, and you could tell it. It was just a great fun match. Then we had Ryback go over The Miz and the Big Show in a triple threat match to retain his Intercontinental Championship. It was surprisingly a good match. It was quick, but it was pretty good. Quick and sweet. Quick and, I like that. The sixth match of the card had, let's see here, Ambrose and Roman Reigns defeated the Wyatt family. It was a great match, but it was a disappointing finish, especially after all of the speculation that they had of Dean Ambrose possibly turning on Reigns, or vice versa, or potentially a third Wyatt family member being added. Or something like that. I don't know. I was just overall was disappointed with the finish, but it was a great match. A lot of great action. The crowd was really behind Bray Wyatt, and Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper. They looked really, really impressive, and probably should have won. I would have liked to have seen them won. Like I said, it was just a disappointing finish. That's all. In match number 7, we had Seth Rollins defeat Superman John Cena for both the WWE and the United States titles. That was frickin' amazing. I loved it. I can't stand John Cena. I hate his ass. And Seth Rollins, if he's not the future, I don't know who the hell is, because he put on one hell of a match, even with the assist from Jon Stewart. This was probably one of my favorite matches of the night, and I can't believe I'm saying that, considering it had John Cena in it. But it was just a very excellent match, awesome match. Match number 8 was the piss break match. Team Bad, they were eliminated first. Team Bad were eliminated first by Brie Bella. And then you had Becky Lynch eliminate Team Bella. So, whatever you want to call that group, the sorority sisters, or whatever they're calling themselves now, it was, this Diva Revolution is pretty much falling flat, as far as I'm concerned. The only reason that they're there, the women from NXT came up, was to prolong Nikki Bella's championship reign so she can surpass AJ Lee in her, title reign. They want to, as ridiculous as the WWE is and as petty as they are, they're upset that AJ Lee went out on her own terms, so they want to eliminate her from the record books by having Nikki Bella as the longest reigning women's champ. And I just think she's a shitty candidate, a shitty representative to hold that title this long. Kevin Owens and Cesaro, they had a very entertaining match. I love Kevin Owens and I love Cesaro, and I really think that Cesaro should be getting more of a push. He really should. It was hard for me to root for either one of them because I love them both so much. But Kevin Owens picked up the victory over Cesaro, which is fine. Another match where I wish the other guy had won, but I'm not at all disappointed with this match. Let's see. And finally, the main event of the evening had, oh my gosh, The Undertaker and Brock Lesnar was the main event of the night. And we saw 5 suplexes. We saw 3 F5s and 1 through an announce table. We saw 2 Kimura locks. We saw choke slams. We saw pile drivers. We saw last rides. We saw the Hell's Gate. We had a low blow. And the way it finished was just absolutely, this was just crazy, crazy match. This was one match I also had a hard time rooting for either person because I love them both so much. The Undertaker is probably my most favorite wrestler of all time. I love the Dead Man. He is the reason why I watched. He and Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar, he's another one that I just absolutely, I think he's amazing. But the way it ended, well, you had Undertaker actually tapped out of Lesnar in the Kimura lock, but the referee didn't see it. The bell rang, and the referee waved off the bell. And Lesnar, in all honesty, should have been declared the winner at that point. But the referee did not see The Undertaker tapping out. And then The Undertaker got Brock Lesnar into a second Hell's Gate, in which Brock Lesnar flips off The Undertaker before submitting, or passing out, I guess I should say. Very entertaining match. Love the hell out of this pay-per-view. probably one of the better pay-per-views I've seen in a while. So it gets a fully erect thumb. And gotta say, SummerSlam did not disappoint. Very entertaining. So I'm curious to see if they're going to try to set up a third match between Brock Lesnar and The Undertaker at WrestleMania, the rubber match. But I sure as hell hope not, because I just don't think The Undertaker's body can take much more. I cringed every time he was suplexed. But I got to say, The Undertaker, Mark Calloway, he is one tough son of a bitch. So, in closing, SummerSlam 2015 did not disappoint. As I said, it gets a fully erect thumb. And you've been listening to the Mac Attack. This is the Fried Man, Mark Carter himself. And until next time, I'll see you on the flip side.